Hi guys, I'm gonna show you a drag tune for the Acura NSX. Let's start with parts. You can swap the engine, so we got a stock drivetrain, all-wheel drive, everything's race. Rally springs and dampers, race bars, front and back, stock, and race weight reduction. Also, we got a race clutch, race transmission 7-speed, race driveline, and a race differential. Drag tire compound, of course, small in front, big in the back. Choose the lightest rims possible that you find and like. These are your 7 choices, but there are more. Nothing here, and this in the back. Nothing in front, and the widest for the rear. Stuck here, and remove the wing. Now for the tuning, 3.5, 3.4 and 1.4. These are my gears, they're stock. Alignment, anti-roll bars, springs, damping, nothing either here. Let's do 45 and 115, and nothing here. Let's go and test it. As you know, we're gonna test all the cars on the festival drag strip. Such a nice sound. Close one. This is the Acura, and as you know, I'm using all-wheel drive and automatic gearbox in order to keep all the tests consistent. Can get a better time with manual clutch and launch control and things like that. But we are not gonna do this here. As you can't do this in the races because you don't have time to rev it. Automatic off as standard. .6. Hi guys, I'm gonna show you a drag tune for the Audi R8. Start the parts. Gonna want to swap that engine, racing V12. Here stock, is all-wheel drive. Twin turbos. Everything on race. race intercooler and here stock. It's up to you if you want to put it here, but it's not a great change. It's really better or worse. Then it springs, race front, race rear, stock, and race weight reduction. Race clutch, race transmission, race driveline, and race differential. You want to use the drag tire compound, of course. Small in front, big in the back, and try to choose the lightest rim possible. As you can see, these 7 rims are the lightest. There are others that are the same, but it's up to you. I'm gonna go with this one. Stock here and the widest in the rear. So stock bumper and remove the wing here. Remove wing. And let's go for the tuning. 3.0, 2.2. These are my speeds. 0, 6.5, all the way down, all the way down, all the way up, and this here all the way down, all the way down, this here all the way up. Nothing we can do here. 45% and 115, 100, 0, 135, and 89%. Let's go and test it. Nice. Let's choose AUDI right. And as you know, I'm using all-wheel drive and automatic gearbox in order to keep the test consistent. You can get a slightly better time if you're doing online races and use a manual clutch in order to launch. But we are not going to do this, we are just comparing the cars in a festival drag strip. Okay, so standard off automatic, and let's go. That's a win. 14.3. Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you a drag turn for the BMW i8. Let's start with the parts. You will want to swap the engine for the 5-liter V10. Leave this stock as it is already all-wheel drive. Put a twin turbo here. Race intake, race fuel system, race everything. And this one stock. race flywheel, you put race brakes, rally, spring and dampers, race in front and race in the rear, stock safety and race weight reduction. Race clutch, race transmission, race driveline and race differential. Use a tire compound, drag tire compound of course, small in front, big in the back. You know the drill, pick the lightest rims possible. These are some options for you, but there are a few more. I'm gonna go with that. Nothing here and nothing here. Stock and the widest in the rear. Stock in front and stock in the rear. Let's look for the tune. 3.1, 1.2. These are my gears. Alignment. Roll bars. Springs. Damping. Nothing you can do here. 45% and 115. 100 0, 35 0 and 86%. Let's go and test it. As you know, for now I'm testing all the cars on the festival drag strip in order to see which one is the fastest one on 0.6 miles or 1 kilometer. Also, as you know, I'm using all-wheel drive and automatic gearbox in order to keep all comparison between the cars fair. You can in open world get a little bit faster with manual clutch and doing launch control, but we are not going to do this here. Let's hope for a good start. Pretty good start, but don't have high expectations. As these cars have only, my car has only 900 horsepower, 14.8. That's pretty fun. Hi guys, I'm gonna show you a drag tune for the Corvette, Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. Let's start with the parts. You would want to swap the engine with a 6.5 liter V12, all-wheel drive, put it in turbo, no body kit to reduce the weight, everything race, race turbos and race intercooler. You will choose race brakes, careful, rally springs and dampers, race front, race rear, stock and race weight reduction. We'll use the race transmission 7-speed, race driveline, and raise differential. Of course, drag tire compound, small in front, back in the back, big in the back. You know, drill, choose the lightest rim possible. Here are some options, but there are more. I'm gonna go with this. Nothing here, nothing here. Stock front, and in the rear the widest. Stock in front, and for the rear choose this one to remove the wing. And let's go into the tuning. 3.0, 1.4. These are my gears. Lime on 0 and 6.5. Roll bars all the way down. Springs all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. Yeah. All the way down, all the way up. Nothing here we can do. 45% and 115. 100, 0, 100, 0, and 80%. Now let's go and test it. As you know, I'm using the festival drag strip in order to compare the cars. Good. Also, as you know, I'm using the all-wheel drive and automatic gearbox in order to keep all the tests consistent. You can get a little bit faster if you use the manual clutch and know how to launch the car. Although you can't use this technique in the race, as you can't rev it up before the start. So yeah, automatic and all-wheel drive. Standard off, automatic, and let's start. Good launch. Oh, so close. Hi guys, I'm gonna show you a jack tune for the Ferrari 430. Let's start with parts. We're going to swap the engine for the 5.2 liter V10 all-wheel drive and put a twin turbo. Everything on race. Race intercooler and race flywheel. Race rally springs and dampers here. Race front, race rear, stock, oops, and race weight reduction. Race transmission 7-speed, race driveline, and race differential. Drag tire compound, small in front, big in the back. You know, drill, look for the lightest rims. These here are 7 good choices, but there are more. I'm gonna stick with this. Nothing here, and a little bit bigger in the rear. Nothing in terms of void. Stock and stock rear wing. Now for the tuning, 3.0, 1.5. Here are my speeds. 0, 6.5, 1, 1, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up and all the way down, all the way down, all the way up. Nothing you can do here. 45% and 115, 100, 0, 100, 0, and 82% here. Let's go and test it. As you know, we're gonna use the festival drag tune, the drag strip, in order to test the cars, including this one. Alright. Ferrari. As you know, I'm using all-wheel drive, automatic gearbox, in order to keep all the tests consistent. Between the cars, you can get a little bit out of the car with the manual clutch and by doing launch. However, you can't do a launch in the race because you don't have time to rev it beforehand. So, like I said, standard off and automatic, and let's start. So close. I really think we can do better. I think you get a 14.3. Let's try again. Yeah, that's it. Oh, so close. Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you drag tune for the Ferrari 458 Italia. Let's start the components. We'll swap the engine for a 5.2 liter V10, all-wheel drive, both twin turbo, everything on race. Racing turbos, race intercooler, and race flywheel. Use the rally springs and dampers. Race front anti-roll bar. Race rear. Stock. And race weight reduction. Race transmission 7-speed. Race driveline. Race differential. Drag tire compound, of course. Nothing in front. Nothing in the rear. Look for the lightest rims possible No. These here are 7 choices that you can put on your car, but they are a little bit more here and there, so look after for them. I'm gonna stick with this. Nothing here. A little bit of a bigger rim. Wide, max wide front, max wide in the rear. Stock bumper, stock rear wing. And now for the tuning. 3.2, 1.8. Here are my gears. 0, 6.5, all the way down, all the way down, and all the way down here, and it's like that. All the way down, all the way up, and here. Nothing you can do here. 45%, 115, 100, 100, and 88%. Let's go and test it. As I'm saying, every time I'm testing all the cars from the festival drag strip in order to see which one performs the best. Right. And as I was saying, every time I'm using all-wheel drive and automatic gearbox in order to keep all the tests consistent. You can get a little bit faster with a manual and clutch if you know how to do a launch control, but anyway, you can't do that in this race as you can't rev up the car beforehand. And let's see, 14.2, the little bit of Alright guys, so everything on race, as you saw. No engine support like that because we don't have it. And here, as you can see, it's 958 horsepower, so it's not very high horsepower, so it's not gonna get a crazy time, but for 958 horsepower, it's a pretty good car. Rally springs and dampers, race bars in front and rear, stock and race weight reduction. Get a race transmission 7-speed, race driveline, and the race differential. Drag tire compound, of course, nothing in front, nothing in the rear. As you already know, choose the lightest rim possible. Here are some options, these 7 rims, but there are more. Look for which one you like. I'm gonna stick with this. Nothing here, little bit bigger in the back. Nothing here and nothing here. Stock in front, stock rear wing, and that's it. Go to the tuning. 3.2, 1.8. Here are the gears. Alignment 0, 6.5. All the way down, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, and this here. Nothing you can do here. 45%, 115, 100, 0, 100, and 88%. Now let's go and test it. As you know, I'm gonna use the festival drag strip in order to test the car, as I am using it for all the cars that I'm tuning right now, in order to see which one performs the best. So is it Ferrari? And as you know, I'm using all-wheel drive with manual with automatic gearbox in order to keep all the races consistent. You can get a little bit faster with a manual clutch if you know how to do a launch control, but you can't do this in a race because you don't have time to rev it beforehand. So I'm not gonna do that. Standard, off, and automatic. Go start. .0. Hi guys, I'm gonna show you a drag tune with a Ferrari G50. Let's start with the parts. You are going to swap the engine with a 6.3 liters V12 hybrid. Use the all-wheel drive and put a twin turbo. Add everything on race, 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 and race. We are going to have around 1400 horsepower. Rally springs, race front bars, race rear bars, shock stock, and race weight reduction. Race transmission 7-speed, race driveline, and race differential. Drag tire compound, the widest in the front and also big in the back. We can choose the stock rim as they are the lightest possible, along some others like this here, so on, and some others. If you don't see any weight added, it seems that they are as light as the one you have equipped. There are no lighter ones, so these are good to use and they are very beautiful. Nothing here, keep it stock and keep it stock. Also stock front bumper and also stock rear wing. Now for the tuning, 3.5 and 1.8. Here are the gears. Alignment 0, 6.5, all the way down. Here all the way down, here all the way down. Here all the way down and all the way up. Nothing you can do here. 45%, 115, 100, 0, 100, 0, and 87%. Now let's go and test it. As you may know, we are testing all the cars on the festival drag strip in order to decide which one is the fastest in the 0.6 mile or 1 kilometer. Solo. As you may know, I'm using all-wheel drive and automatic gearbox in order to keep all the runs consistent. You can get a slightly better time with a manual clutch if you know how to do a launch, but you can do this in the races as you don't have time to rev it out before, so it's useless here. But if you are doing any open world races with your friends, you can try and learn that. You can see standard, off, automatic, and start race. Let's try it again for a good. Yeah, that's better. These cars are pushing hard. $13.9. Hi guys, I'm gonna show you drag tune for the Ford GT. Let's start with the parts. All-wheel drive, no engine shop or things like that, as this car doesn't have it. Everything race, race, race. And race. Rally, spring and dampers. Race front bars and race rear bars. Stock. And race weight reduction. Race transmission 7-speed. Race driveline. And race differential. Drag tire compound, of course. Stock, big in the back. Oops. We're gonna want to choose the lightest rims possible. These 7 here are good choices. There are a few more, but I'm gonna stick with this. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, and the widest rear you can choose. Stock front bumper, and you can choose which one you want here. I'm gonna go back to this. and that's it. Let's go tuning 1.2, 1.3, gears, alignment, anti-roll bars, springs, damping, nothing here. You can modify this, and 100, 0, 0, and 7%. Apply, and let's test it. As you know, we are using the festival drag strip in order to test all the cars and make a fair comparison. I'm using a all-wheel drive and automatic gearbox in order to keep it consistent all the runs. You can get a little bit faster with the manual clutch if you know how to launch control. However, you can't do a launch control in a race because you don't have time beforehand to rev it up. So you can't use it here, only in online races with your friends, open world. Off, standard, automatic, and let's go. Whoa, we won. 15.3. I'm gonna show you the drag tune for my Huracan Evo. Let's start with the engine. I'm using the 6.5 liters V12. Already drive and put the twin turbos. Everything race for the max horsepower. Racing turbos and race intercooler. Rally springs. Race front bars. Race rear bars. Stock. And race weight reduction. Race clutch. Race transmission. Race driveline. And race differential. Use the drag tire compound. Keep it stock. Big in the back. Choose the lightest rims possible. These are 7 of the choices you can have. I gonna go with this. Nothing here, nothing here, and the widest in the back. Keep it stock and keep it stock. Now for the tuning. 3.1, 1.4. These are my gears. 0, 6.5. Roll bars. Springs. Damping. Nothing you can do here. Put 45 and 115. 100, 0, 100, 0, and 90%. Apply. And now let's go test the car. As you know, I'm using the festival drag strip in order to test all the cars. So we could determine the fastest one for the 0.6 miles or 0.9 kilometers. As you know, I'm using all-wheel drive and automatic gearbox in order to keep all the runs consistent. You can get a little bit faster with a manual clutch uh, if you know how to do launch control. Although in this race or any race you can't do launch control because you don't have time to rev it up beforehand. So you can use it here, but you can use it with your friends in the open world in the lobby. So standard, off, automatic, and we're gonna start the race. Start. It's pretty good. Hi guys, I'm gonna show you a Jackton for the Lamborghini Murcielago. Let's start with the parts. We're going to stick with the stock engine, stock drivetrain, as it's already all-wheel drive. Twin turbos, add everything race. Race in turbos and race in the cooler. So, choose the rally springs, race front bars and race rear bars. Stock chassis, race weight reduction, race clutch, race transmission 7-speed, race driveline, and race differential. Oops. Drag tire compound, of course. Put the widest one in the front and big in the back, of course. Choose the lightest rims that you like. This is one of them. These 7 are good also, and there are a few more. Choose whichever you feel like. Nothing here. The biggest rims here. Nothing and nothing. Stock bumper and stock rear wing. And no body kit. I'm going to show you my tune 2.2, 1.6. Here are my gears. Alignment 0, 6.5, all the way down, up and down, all the way down, all the way up, and this is here. Nothing you can do here. 45%, 115, 100, 0, 100, 0, and 82%. As you may know, we are using the festival drag strip in order to test all the cars for now. So this is like the fastest car for the 0.6 miles or 1 kilometer. Lamborghini. And as I mentioned in other videos, I'm using all-wheel drive and automatic gearbox in order to keep the runs consistent. And you can get a better time with manual clutch if you know how to do launch control. However, you can do this in a race because you don't have time beforehand to rev it up, to prepare it. So you can use it just in online mode with your friends when you're doing rolls and when you're doing drag races and things like that. So standard of automatic. Such a nice line. And we won 14.3. Hi guys, I'm gonna show you my drag tune for the Huracan LP. Let's start with the parts. You will keep the stock engine, all-wheel drive, put that in turbo there. Now body kit, everything race. Here we put rally springs, race bars in front and rear, stock chassis, race weight reduction, race clutch, race transmission, race driveline, and race differential. You'll choose drag tire compound, of course. Stock, put the widest tires on the rear. Choose the lightest rims in order to reduce the weight. These 7 here are all good, but there are some more on the list. Choose whatever you feel like. And stock here. I chose the race front bumper, but you can also choose the normal one. Nothing here. I used the Duke Dynamics race rear bumper and stock here. This is the tuning 3.1, 1.8. Here are my gears, alignment 0 and 6.5, natural bars, springs, damping, nothing here, 45, 115, 100, 100, and 80%. As you know, I'm using the festival drag strip in order to test all the cars and give a comparison between them. So we're gonna find out the fastest one in the 0.6 mile or 1 kilometer. As you know, I'm using automatic gearbox and all-wheel drive in order to keep all the runs more consistent and to give a fair comparison between all the cars. You can get a little bit faster with a manual clutch if you know to do a launch control, but you can't do that in a race as you don't have time to rev it up before. You can only use it in a race with your friends in the open world. The standard of automatic, and let's start. To start. And we won 14.1. That's very good. Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you a traction for the Lexus LFA. Let's start with parts. First, the engine. You'll want to set the engine for a 6.5 liter V12 all-wheel drive and twin turbos. Everything on race. Race. Twin turbos and a race intercooler. Next we have the springs and dampers. We're gonna need the rally one. Race front bars, race rear bars, stock, and race weight reduction. Race transmission 7-speed, race driveline, and a race differential. Track tire compound, of course, nothing in front, big in the back. Look for the lightest rims possible. Here are 7 good choices, but there are more. I am sticking with the stock ones because they are also one of the lightest, so you can just keep those. Nothing in front, a little bit bigger in the back, no widening, and the stock here, of course. Stock front bumper and stock rear wing. Let's go to the tuning. 3.1, 1.5. Here are my speeds. 0 and 6.5. All the way down, up and down. Here, and here. Nothing you can do for the aero. 45%, 115. No, 100, 100, and 84%. Let's go and test the car. Lexus, and as you know, I'm testing all the cars on the festival drag strip in order to keep all the test consistence. I'm also using automatic gearbox and all-wheel drive in order to keep all the runs more consistent, not human error anywhere. Of course, you can get a little bit faster with manual clutch if you know how to do a launch control, but you can do that in a race because you don't have time to rev it up beforehand. So for this test, it's you can't get any faster with manual clutch. Just between the gears, you can shift a little bit higher to get a little bit faster, but that's up to you. Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you a drive tutorial for the McLaren 570S Coupe. Let's start with the parts. Gonna go for that swap, 5.2 liters V10, add twin turbo, all-wheel drive, everything, race, 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 race twin turbos, race intercooler, race flywheel. Gonna go for the rally springs, careful, race, race bars, stock, and the race weight reduction. Gonna go for the race transmission, 7-speed, race driveline, and the race differential. Of course, drag tire compound, small in front, big in the back. Go for the lightest rims possible. Not a drill. We have these options and other that you can look for. Pick which one you like. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, and the widest one in the back. Stock, 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 and stock. Let's look at the custom tuning. All the way up, 1.6. These are my speeds, gears. Alignment 0 and 6.5. All the way down. All the way down except this one. All the way up. And this one like this. Nothing you can do here. 45, 115, 100, 0, and 85. You know the drill. We're gonna test it at the festival drag strip, where we test all the cars. You also should know that I'm using all-wheel drive and automatic gearbox in order to keep consistent between all the cars. You can get a little bit of time out of it if you use a manual clutch and do launch controls and stuff like that. However, you can't do this. Those in the races, so you don't have time to rev it. Off standard automatic. .44. Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you a drag tune for McLaren 650S. Let's start with the parts. Nothing too much here, as you can change the engine or things like that. No stock, no body kit. Everything race ignition, race exhaust, race in turbos, race intercooler, and race flywheel. You have to put rally springs, be careful not to race, stock, and race weight reduction. You have to use the race transmission 7-speed, race driveline, and race differential. Of course, drag tire compound, small in front, big in the back. You have to choose some of these rims. They are the lightest, and some others, but these are my options. Choose whatever you like. Nothing here, nothing here. Stock and stock. Now for the tuning, 3.8 and 1.0. These are my gears. Alignment 0 and 6.5. 1, 1, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, and all the way down, all the way down, all the way up. Nothing we can do here. 45% and 115, 100, 0, 100, 0, and 85% here. Let's go and test it. As you know, we're gonna test it on the festival drag strip, as we do all the cars, in order to give a fair comparison between them. Choose the McLaren, and as you know, I'm using automatic gearbox and all-wheel drive, no launch control and things like that, in order to give a more consistent comparison between all the cars. for start. The Porsche is pushing hard, and he won. But let's see the time. 15.1. Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you a tractor for the NISSAN GTR Black Edition. Start with the parts. All-wheel drive, stock drivetrain, no body kit. Everything on race in order to get the max horsepower. I decided to put this here. A lot of people are going away from it, but here it's giving you 8 horsepower and only 5 kilos, so it's a little bit worth. On 1:1 ratio, it's the most usual one that you will find with the oil and cooling system, but this year it's a pretty good deal. Race flywheel, race brakes, rally springs and dampers, race front bars, race rear stock, and race weight reduction. Race transmission 7-speed and race differential. Drag tire compound, of course, stock in front, big in the back. I choose the lightest rim possible. You should do that too. There are here are 7 options, but there are a few more. I'm gonna stick with this. Stock in front, stock in rear, stock front, and widest in the rear. Stock front bumper, and here choose the remove wing in order to get more speed and reduce weight. That's it. Let's go for the tuning. 3.2, 1.5. My gears, alignment, roll bars, springs, damping. Nothing you can do here. Brakes, you can put a 45% on 15, and is here. As you know, I'm testing all the cars on the festival drag strip in order to give a fair comparison between the cars and find which one is the best. Also, I'm using all-wheel drive and automatic gearbox in order to keep all the arms consistent and not alter the results with my human error when I'm shifting. Of course, you can get a little bit faster with manual clutch if you know how to do launch control, and you get a little bit of time when you are shifting manual. Anyways, you can do that in a race because you can't launch control in a race because you don't have time beforehand to rev it up. I'm using standard, off, and automatic. Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you a drag tune for the Nissan GTR. Let's start with the parts you have to put. All-wheel drive, so keep it stock. Everything on race to get the most horsepower out of it. Engine block, pistons, race twin turbo, race intercooler, and also put the race oil and cooling. Some people don't put it on other cars, but I think it's worth it on this car as you get 10 horsepower, but it adds only 6 kilograms, so it's a good ratio. Race flywheel. Use the race brakes, rally springs, race front bars, race rear, keep it stock, and race weight reduction. Race transmission 7-speed and race differential. Drag tire compound, stock in front, big in the back. Look for the latest trims possible. Here are some choices. Also, if you go down the list, find many more. Also like these ones. So choose whatever you like. Keep it stock in front. A little bit bigger in the rear. Stock in front and the widest in the rear. Stock front bumper and choose this in order to remove the wing. And now for the tune. 3.3, 1.6. Here are my gears. 0, 6.5. These are pretty much not changed. That you can do here. You can choose a 45% on 115, and I think these are stock too. Now let's test it. As you know, I'm using the festival drag strip in order to test all the cars to see which one is the fastest on the 0.6 miles or 0.9 kilometers. As you also may know, I'm using all-wheel drive and the automatic gearbox in order to keep all the runs consistent and all the comparisons between the cars be fair. You can get a little bit faster with the manual if you know how to do a launch control and things like that, but you can't use those in these races as you don't have time beforehand to rev it up the car, so it doesn't matter for this test. Hi guys, today I'm going to show you a drag tune for the Porsche 911 Sport Classic. Let's start with the parts. You will want to swap the engine, all-wheel drive, race intake, race ignition, head exhaust, race twin turbo, stock flywheel, rally springs, race front, race rear, stock, race weight reduction, drag tire compound of course, nothing in front, big in the back. Choose the lightest rims possible. Here are 7 choices, but there are also a few more on the list. Choose whatever you like and stick with them. The widest in the front and the widest in the rear. Choose the stock bumper and stock rear wing. Choose a stock transmission, stock driveline, or better choose this one, and stock differential. Install, yes. Now for the tuning, 3.2, 1.7. Here are my speeds, alignment, roll bars, springs, damping, nothing you can do here, brakes, and differential 100, 0, 100, 0, and 86%. Let's go and test it. As you know, you are using the festival drag strip in order to compare the cars and see which ones are fastest on the 0.6 mile or 0.9 kilometers. That guy wanted to raise me. So, drag strip. Porsche. And as you know, I'm using the all-wheel drive and automatic transmission in order to keep all the runs consistent and not make human errors. Of course, you can get a better time with the manual, and also if you are in free roam, you can use manual to use the launch boost in order to do the launch control and get a quicker time, but that's not possible on mission as you don't have time to rev it up before. So we're going to stick with this. Standard, off, and automatic, and let's go. Let's hope for a good start. And 14.7. Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you a drag tune for the Porsche 911 Turbo S. Let's start with the parts. All-wheel drive, keep it stock. No engine that you can swap, so going straight to the upgrades. Everything on race in order to get the max horsepower out of it. Race in turbos, race flywheel, and race intercooler. Choose the rally springs, race front, race rear, race chassis, race weight reduction, race clutch, race transmission, race driveline, and race differential. Drag tire compound, stock in front, big in the back. Choose the lightest trims possible. Here you have 7 choices, but there are a few more on the list. Choose which one you feel like and use them. Nothing here. A little bit bigger in the rear. Keep it stock front bumper and stock rear wing. And for the tuning, you have 3.3 and 1.7. Here are the gears: 0, 6.5, anti-roll bars, springs, damping, aero, brake, and differential. 0 and 82%. So guys, let's go and test it. Okay guys, so as you know, I'm using the festival drag strip to test all the cars. I'm using all-wheel drive and automatic gearbox in order to keep the test consistent. Of course, you can use a manual clutch in order to do launch control and get a better time, but unfortunately you can't do this in a race, only in free world. Now let's see, difficulty standard, off and automatic. Let's hope for a good start. And that's it. Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you a drag tune for the Saleen S1. Let's start with the parts. First, the engine. We're gonna swap the engine for a 5.2 liters V10. Swap the drivetrain, all-wheel drive, and put twin turbos. Put everything on race in order to get the most horsepower. Race exhaust, race engine block, race twin turbos, race intercooler, and race flywheel. Race brakes. Be careful, rally springs and dampers. Race bars in the rear of course. Stock chassis and race weight reduction. So we get race transmission 7 speed, race driveline, and race differential. Drag tire compound. You're gonna put the widest tires in the front and in the back. Look for the lightest rims possible. Here are 7 choices, but there are a few more. I'm gonna stick with this. The widest in the front and the widest in the back. Keep the stock bumper and stock rear wing. Now for the tune. Tires in front 3.2, 1.7. Here are my gears. Alignment 0, 6.5. Anti-roll bars. Here springs all the way up, all the way up, all the way down. This here. Damping. Aero. Brakes 45% and 115, and differential 100, 0, 100, 0, and 60% here. Let's go and test it. As you know, I'm using the festival drag strip in order to test all the cars to see which one is the fastest for the 0.6 miles or 0.9 kilometers. As you know, I'm using all-wheel drive and automatic gearbox in order to keep all the runs one consistent and not have any human error. Of course, if you are using a manual, you can do a launch control in the free roam, not in the race, and also get a little bit of speed from the shifting. But I'm using automatic gearbox in order to keep it consistent. Off and standard, and start the race. .2. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Please tell me in the comments if you find any way to improve the car, and also tell me in the comments if you want any car in particular that I can tune with any requirements like class, horsepower, weight, and hope you like it. See you soon.